he picked the wrong family, and not scared of a conflict, and we're not scared. We're not running. We're coming at him.
Hey guys, welcome to the think tank. How's everyone doing this morning? It is 16C in the Rockies. Looks like we might be getting some rain. How about you dudes? Are you getting rain? Are you getting heat? Are you getting too much rain, too much heat? So we're waiting for the press conference regarding the Gilgo 4 case. Sounds like they are possibly going to name a 7th victim that was not previously identified. Now, I was looking, if that's the case, let's see here. If that is the case, victim number 7 on the map is actually that child. So let's see here. Number 7, wrong one, that one. So number 7, toddler, if that's the case. So if that happens to be the truth, it's not like the 7th one identified, because that's also possible. That would mean that the toddler's mom, Peaches, would have had to have been identified. So there we are. And as soon as this presser starts, we will be all over it. And back. So yeah, there's been lots. I woke up and Brian Koberger, they put out his alibi finally, and he has like the best alibi ever, definitely concrete. He was just driving around, and he does that lots, I guess, driving around with, nobody's seen him. So his alibi is basically he was just driving around. I don't know what you think, but I'm like, yeah, you're piss poor, aren't you, dude? Piss poor. Absolutely zero. I'm going to do it this way. Absolutely. I don't see how that protects him. What kind of alibi is that? No wonder he wanted to make one up just out of the blue. Like, that's making a lot of sense to me now. Hey, James, good to see you, friend. Number 7. So 7th victim identified, or number 7 on the map, which would be that toddler. I wonder, if it's number 7 out of everybody identified, could be the Asian male, it could be the Jane Doe from April 4th, 2011. There's a few different ways to look at that number 7, isn't there? We should be finding out. It looks like they are supposed to be going live in a few minutes here, so let's whoa. Natasha Gilgo went missing from Queens Village in 2013. She was found on Gilgo Beach interesting. I posted it in Discord. Really? Really? Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look. So this was put out June 28th, that a body had washed ashore on Monday. Is that of Natasha Gilgo, a resident of Queen Village, last seen in March. Seems to be people like to dump there. That's just spooky as hell. Bruja, hello. They're running a little bit late, but that's okay. So was I. So do you guys think it's the child? Do you think it's maybe that Asian male? – 2013 she washed up.
Known as Fire Island Jane Doe. Remains consisting of a skull as known as Fire Island Jane Doe. On April 20th, 1996, female remains consisting of legs and feet were found on the bayside shore of Fire Island, about a mile west of Davis Park Beach. Then, approximately 15 years later, on April 11, 2011, additional remains consisting of a skull were discovered at Tobay Beach in Nassau County. That skull was found following the discovery of the remains of Jessica Taylor, and the skull was found on the same day as the remains of what is commonly come to be referred to as Peaches was found on Jones Beach. Thereafter, in July of 2011, the Suffolk County Crime Lab linked the two sets of remains via DNA analysis. And by that, I mean the legs that were found in the vicinity of Davis Park were compared with the remains found at Tobay Beach, and it was determined that it was the same person. Since 2011, that victim was known by various names, including Fire Island Jane Doe. Today, we are here to announce that as part of the Gilgo Task Force re-examination of all the evidence in the case, we were able to identify Fire Island Jane Doe as Karen Vergata, who was 34 years old at the time of her disappearance. I believe we have a picture of Miss Vergata. I think it's important that we remember and honor not only Miss Vergata, but all the victims on Gilgo Beach. Ms. Vergata went missing at approximately February 14th, 1996. At the time, she lived on West 45th Street in Manhattan and was believed to be working as an escort at the time of her disappearance. There was no missing persons complaint filed at the time of that disappearance. In August of 2022, approximately 6 months after we formed this Gilgo Task Force, a DNA profile suitable for genealogical comparison was developed from the remains of Karen Vergata. In September of 2022, the FBI was able via a genetic genealogy review to identify Ms. Vergata presumptively as Fire Island Jane Doe. Thereafter, in October of 2022, using a buccal swab from a relative of Karen Vergata, we were able to definitively identify her. Prior to disclosing this information, of course, we needed to contact all of Ms. Vergata's family members. And additionally, at or around the same time, we were beginning our grand jury confidential investigation into what has been known as the Gilgo 4. That is the murders of Maureen Brainerd Barnes, Melissa Bartholomew, Megan Waterman, and Amber Costello. So we decided we were not going to make any public comment at this time. However, since that, the results of that investigation have become public, and we have made the necessary notifications to Ms. Vergata's family, we can make this important announcement now. I just want to thank, in particular, Special Agent Lori Giordano from the FBI in her work with the familial DNA. She worked in conjunction with our Suffolk County Crime Lab, Don Dollar of the Suffolk County Crime Lab, his team, in coordination with the Suffolk County Police Department's homicide unit. So I want to thank them for, in particular, for all of their work. Of course, I want to thank our task force members, Suffolk County Sheriff Errol Toulon, ASAC Spencer Horn from the FBI. I want to thank the New York State Police, Suffolk County Police Department, Rodney Harrison, who couldn't make it here. I understand Chief Rowan is here in his place instead. But I want to thank them for not only their work on this case, but for all their work in the task force going forward. It's important to note that there are no charges at this time. Miss Vergata's disappearance was in 1996, which is 27 years ago. We are going to continue to work this particular case as we did the Gilgo 4 investigation. We're going to have no comment on what, if any, suspects we developed at this time. This is a confidential investigation, so I'm not going to be taking any questions, but our investigation is continuing, and thank you all very much. No questions. If you want to talk about, something regarding the Gilgo 4, I'm happy to talk offline to you. But today, this press conference is about Ms. Vergata, and that we've been able to identify her, and that we're continuing our investigation not only with regard to the Gilgo 4, but all of the victims on Gilgo. So thank you all very much.
Nothing else to say about Ms. Vergata?
Off they go. That's what we get. Fire Island Jane Doe has been identified.
We can either do it just to our press list, which you probably are already on, or if you want to give your emails, we can do it individually, but that'll take forever. So, but we'll get you the actual digital version too.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Disappeared in 1996 and has been identified. Absolutely amazing. They're making progress, friends. They are digging in and getting it done. So just a fast one. I wanted to bring that to you guys. So I am still working on the business, and I'll probably do a members live this weekend on Brian Koberger. And I'm thinking we will probably discuss what the hell is going on there. I was out driving. That's what I was doing. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye, friends.